Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought today we would have a look at some data mines that have come out the last few days, talking about some decals, talking about some events, and also some changes to specific vehicles. There was also a changelog which came out yesterday, but we'll cover that later on. There's nothing crazy in it, so I wouldn't worry about it too much, but the data mines kind of show that there's going to be some little events coming forward and also some other stuff going ahead. So if you want access to the data mines, I'll leave a link in the description to a Discord where they all are. As always, thank you to Chabby and the team for putting it all together. And at the same time, remember, the new, or I suppose the first event of 2025 is starting tomorrow. So hopefully you can get yourself the Shir 2 and then all of the other stuff that's going on. I'm going to be streaming during the event as well, doing it also. If you want to come along or if you have any questions, make sure to come and ask them. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe. Let's get started. So the first part is, of course, the additional stuff that they added to the files for the good old Shir 2 event. You have the Ouroboros, the decoration that they added, and then also the decals, the Year of the Snake, and also just the snake decal as it's known. They also are doing something else. So remember, the reason why they're doing this kind of event is because it is the Year of the Snake. This is Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year happens at the end of January this year, and it looks like they're probably going to be doing a Year of the Snake pack as well. So that'll probably have maybe some decals, it'll have maybe a title, and then also a bunch of Chinese vehicles to celebrate Lunar New Year. This is something that they've done quite a few times when it comes to War Thunder, and since there is quite a large Chinese community nowadays in the game, it's not really too surprising that they are going to sort it out. There is also another part of it which they seem to be celebrating, which is for Bilibili. So if you don't know, Bilibili is a Chinese social media platform, and they've added a new decal in, which is the Bilibili 100k subscribers one. And once again, this really shouldn't be too surprising because of the simple fact that that's usually what they do for any social media platform. I think Reddit has a decal, I think Facebook has one, and also some other areas have one too. So it's just something to see and look for when going forward. If it's ever available, I'll make sure to let you into it. Hopefully it's not one of those things which is kind of region locked, because unfortunately with stuff like DMM and also a lot of Chinese media stuff, it's usually region locked to those areas. I actually have, funnily enough, a bunch of Taiwanese decals in the game which you couldn't get unless you purchase stuff specifically on a platform in Taiwan. But one of the subscribers of the channel actually gave me some codes to use on my account in order to unlock them, because they didn't need the decals. But those are things which kind of turn up, and unfortunately, you know, they're just not available for the international community. But hopefully this one is. It's always nice when stuff is available for everybody. I don't really like it when it is the opposite, so we'll see what goes on. They've also done some stuff with some Twitch drop things. So War Thunder has used Twitch drops over the last few years to promote their esports stuff. Obviously the tournaments that have been running, and it looks like they're going to continue that trend. Not really a surprise. It's very successful in terms of getting people to stick around to watch. Whether they're interested or not, of course, that is up to the individuals. So what they've done, first of all, is the M1A2 and the T80 BVM. The Twitch drop skins for them are no longer hidden. And what they've also done is they've added 3 new Twitch drop skins. So you have one for the Rafale C, the Tail of Fenrir, which seems to be very similar to the ones which are on the Swedish vehicles, the Viggen, and also the J35, so probably made by the same person. You have the Yak 3U Nocturne, and also the Panzerhaubitz 2000 A1 Night Sword. So trying to go for some vehicles that are pretty popular to get people to come along. But these kind of stink of esports tournament Twitch drop skins, so we'll probably see a tournament in the new year. They usually do one, if I remember, in February or March, and it'll probably be 3 weeks long. Each week you'll get one of the camos, so therefore you'll have to put on the YouTube channel sorry, not YouTube channel, Twitch channel of the official esports stuff in order to get access to them. Usually they announce these things on Fridays for the next week, so we might find out about them tomorrow, or we may just not find out about them for the next few weeks. But it looks like they're just doing the same thing they did last year. So if you like the cool drip, obviously you can get it by watching the streams. If anything changes, I'll let you know in due time. They also added a camo for the Shir 2 though, which is the Year of the Snake camo. By the way, all of these pictures are from Chabi, and they basically just show the vehicles in the asset viewer with the camos on them. So that's where they're from. So thank you for that from Chabi himself. Now, let's have a look at a few other changes that are coming in. So obviously we have the event stuff starting tomorrow. We'll probably have the Lunar New Year sale pack at some point, and also some more Twitch drop skins in the next little bit. But there has been some changes to standard vehicles too. So for example, there was some new HQ 17 skin text, so digital camouflage. Then also there was a bunch of stuff which was no longer hidden, basically the Christmas stuff which was in the boxes, stuff like the BMX New Year's sign, the snowbike, the jet ski, the rat track, the moto lady, and also the snowboarder. Now you can see them all in the game, where before they were hidden. No idea why they were hidden. I don't know why they do that, where sometimes they're available to see, sometimes they're not. Seems a little bit odd. But one of the big things they did do is they fixed the thermals on the F-15 Ram. Now the AGM-65Ds have their 500 by 300 thermal back, so that's great. And then also the Kafir Block 60, they increased its custom loadout to 5,500 kilos instead of 4,295, which is what it was before. My guess is this means that you can use it more as a bomb truck nowadays, but I'm not entirely sure. I feel like that general vehicle is not one you would want to use as a bomb truck. But yeah, we'll have to see what kind of goes on with it in the future, and what, you know, people want to do with that. I haven't really heard too much about the Kafir. I did see the prices of the things on the marketplace, and it's not really a surprise that they're starting off at $20 a piece, or around about $20. They usually increase from there. So that's, you know, the general starting point for these things is 20, and then they'll increase. So the Kafir already is nearly up to 30, and then the TADUD is at 24 right now, and the Kirishima is already at 30. So won't be surprised if they raise pretty quick. Remember, if you also want the collection decal for the winter event, this would be the time to pick up the decals on the marketplace, because they'll be as cheap as chips, and they might not be in the future. So make sure to get that sorted. But if you also want the vehicles and you want to buy them, they're available on the marketplace right now. So might as well give it a go. Also, there was an inventory refresh code fixes for when multiple items are consumed in the game. You may remember in the last roadmap, they did actually have in the roadmap an idea of recycling items, so therefore you could use them, or you could use different items in the future for them, but I don't think that actually got into the game, unfortunately. Hopefully, it will do at some point, so therefore, you know, people can recycle a bunch of the stuff that they've got from the gacha boxes, since it's kind of crazy how much stuff you get access to. And also, the F2000A and Typhoon FGR Mark IV, the AIM-9 only outer pylons were hidden when CM pods were equipped. This has been fixed, so it actually looks proper now, which is quite nice. They also changed some MFD weapon page code changes for the F-15s, so that will look slightly different nowadays. And also the HUD target range drawing code changes have changed for a lot of Soviet and also Chinese vehicles, so once again, should look kind of quite nice. And then also on the H64D, for some reason this vehicle was hidden on the PlayStation side of things. Now it's shown for everybody, so you can see that too. So a lot of kind of premium changes in the way of what's seen and what's not. But the main thrust of all of this is, of course, some events coming forward. Not just the Challenger kind of event, but also some camos, some decals, and some new packs coming. So look forward to that over the next weeks or so. I'll make sure to cover it for you. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank GMG Smiley, CD Beans, Chieftain Mike, EMN3 Galaxy, Tulio Pontecovo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Ozzy Panzer, Alan Hacker, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Sem Aslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.